Yep. All of that got picked up. Oh, G.I. Joe. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I am the Athletic Geek, joined once again by Jedi Jason Kruger.
Hello.
Holy shit. Do we have a lot to talk about this week? We've got Raw. We've got NXT. We've got a tremendous go-home edition of AEW. We've got AEW Full Gear predictions. SmackDown. Oh boy, this is going to be a long one. Or at least there's going to be a lot of content to cover. So you guys might need to grab a beverage or a snack for this one. If you've never seen this show before, this is the Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap Show. Jedi and I have been watching wrestling together for over 15 years. We love wrestling. We love talking wrestling. We love talking wrestling with other passionate wrestling fans like each and every one of you out there. However, we're fans, just like all of you out there. We're not insiders. We're not experts. At the end of the day, our opinions are just like that of any other fans because we're not wrestlers, not insiders. We avoid using those terms, insider terms, because we have no right to do so because we are just two marks. And let's just get. We can't cover the whole show. We just got to get the important bullet points. The NXT invasion is real.
Yep.
And knock on wood so far, lightly knock on wood, don't want another superstar shakeup down here. It hasn't been fucked up yet.
Yeah, it's true.
I hate to be a negative Nancy and say emphasize yet, but
yeah,
still,
well, I mean,
yeah, it's they're making NXT look like a threat.
Yep.
And
also, it's probably the best thing that could happen to Rollins with this tease right now because
yeah,
at least it puts him in the forefront of something interesting.
Yeah.
With Papa Triple H,
Yes. The one gripe, this is kind of an overall gripe, and some other friends have mentioned this frustration. The only real gripe I have about all of this is, look, I have a love-hate relationship with Triple H as a fan. The first time we ever watched wrestling together was me cursing Triple H because he held the title for goddamn long.
I started watching like summer of 2003, so right when the Reign of Terror really started / drug on.
Yeah, it was dragging, and no end was in sight.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like right on the tail end of when Steiner challenged the first time is when I really started.
Oh dear.
And, yeah.
There's a 141 2/3% chance that's not very good.
Mm-hmm.
So
that was a 1 hour recap show on free TV because I didn't have cable back then.
So, but on the flip side, things like, some people, whatever, there's a lot of criticism, but overall, for every bit as much as I dislike seeing Triple H on the rest, and attempting to use them in a good way on NXT, and even in some cases on the main roster, even though it wasn't a good title reign by any stretch of the imagination, Kevin Owens, from calling a shot against Cena, even though at first it went good, and then it didn't go so well. Rollins, despite being a tremendous, with AJ even getting a look, all these things from Triple H calls, and NXT at least being a brand that, while sometimes the storylines were kind of you can be pretty well guaranteed that if you get 1 hour of good wrestling a week from the WWE, and then a quality supercard, every few months or so.
Mm-hmm.
But while we all know this is the NXT is Triple H's baby. Mm-hmm. NXT is Triple H. This is Triple H's everything.
Yep.
I would be a little hypocritical if I didn't say as someone who's tired of authority and tired of the McMahon family being in the forefront of everything, saying, why is Triple H the leader of NXT? Why is he the one on here going, these are my guys? Why isn't that Adam
Regal?
Cole or Regal or Ciampa or Gargano going, I know Gargano is storyline-wise not there, but, why isn't it an NXT wrestler going, you want to call, we could call, you could even, I'm against the pot shots at AEW just because I'm an AEW fan, but, if you really want to kind of do their, you people want to, we don't get any respect for the main roster, we don't get any respect from the minor leagues that think they can counter-program us, even though they're losing the rings, but still, it's a good rah-rah speech for NXT.
Right.
Why not have a wrestler go, this is the best wrestling that, this is the best thing about this company for the last, 6 years, and we still don't get any respect.
Right.
We're on national television now, and we're still looked at as the redhead stepchild of Raw and SmackDown. Well, that's over!
You mean, so what you're saying is that NXT feels like Raw and SmackDown have an elitist attitude?
Been a great show, folks. Been a great show. If you want to follow me on my Facebook page, you don't have social media, we're just too much. We're out. Have a good one. But you get what I'm saying.
Stand by. No. Uh-huh.
The one thing a couple years ago, a lot of people, people kept they tried to run the hashtag and grab the Under Siege, but I liked when SmackDown kind of just did the whole Under Siege thing on Raw.
Yeah.
To kind of put over.
Cool. It was cool.
It was cool how they did that. Imagine without trying to get a hashtag in there, like it feeling like a guerrilla takeover.
Yeah.
Imagine on Raw this week, they're thinking, okay, we're going to have Raw, and then just all of a sudden, and we're going to have the OC versus, okay, hey, there's Luke Gallows, he's beat up. Okay, well, we've gotten word that's going to be a handicap match now. Well, Cedric Alexander's been beat up too. Oh, well, what are we going to do? And then NXT, just do the Nexus again. It's been over 7 years. Do the Nexus again. Just be like, we are NXT. And we're tired. We're tired of not being, we're tired of being looked at as your minor league when we've been the best thing about your company.
And then don't have Roman Reigns take out 3 of them in a Survivor Series style match.
Or Triple H or
no,
John Cena
he's in the John Cena role. It's got to be Roman Reigns, right?
So have something like that. It is a bit nitpicky. Because overall, it has been good, which is more than what can be said for a lot of the main roster.
Rusev.
Mm-hmm. But on the flip side of it, it's just kind of one of those. This could be, again, it's one of those. This could be the greatest thing ever.
Right.
But it wasn't. It's not. It is a little nitpicky. I get why they're doing it. It's not awful. But it could be... It's very good when it could be amazing. I feel like a good comparison for it would be, it is... How do I put this? I don't know. All my comic book references are kind of controversial, so they'd be like, you're saying you're overrating it, you're underrating it. I was gonna say it's Batman vs Superman. It's very good, but it could have been the greatest thing ever.
The movie.
The movie, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Still better than what a lot of people give it credit for. But here's a little.
Squad exists.
What's up?
I said Suicide Squad exists.
Captain Marvel exists.
Oof. Yeah.
It's gonna be you're gonna have a lot of angry people because that's kind of a bad territory. But Captain Marvel exists.
I literally would have watched it on Netflix if it hadn't come out a month before Endgame, and I was afraid of. Yeah. Turns out I was wrong, but
it is. It is the epitome of by the numbers basic superhero movie.
Yeah.
But yet all the Marvel fanboys and fangirls that like to say I have stupid tastes for liking Green Lantern and Superman thought that movie was good. That's like saying it's wrong for me to like Kevin Owens, but enjoying someone like Jay White.
Just go watch Wonder Woman.
Yeah, just go watch Wonder Woman. So much better. Wonder Woman. That movie turned me into a fan of Wonder Woman. I hated Wonder Woman. I hated Wonder Woman because she tried to almost let Green Lantern and Batman die, and then she was mean to Hawkgirl. And those are my favorites in Justice League.
I don't know what your opinion was, but I liked the Aquaman movie. I was quite happy.
I loved
with
it. We're tangenting off of our task at
We
hand.
are, but this, I mean,
all things geek culture.
This is the face of the whole channel here. I mean,
yeah, all things geek culture. All things geek culture. But no, I've really enjoyed just this.
Okay, there are 3 people watching us. Someone jump in the chat. And show us some love, man. Give us your opinion on comic book movies and such.
And Triple H and all those things.
You know.
It's probably a stare down between Becky and Shayna Baszler was cool.
Yeah.
I think Shayna. We've got issues.
Issues.
I like Teen Titans.
Hey, you talking about the one on DC Universe? I have not seen it yet, the live action one.
We are.
Or are you talking about the old cartoon? Or are you talking about Teen Titans Go?
Are we good? We good? I'm seeing a little warning message.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. I don't see video.
Teen Titans live action show. Okay.
Oh, there, I'm back.
Okay, we're good, man. So we had a little error message pop up. Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, so.
I don't have DC Universe. I want to.
SCU!
Maybe if...
I like them both. I just feel like...
Well, so do I. I've watched the whole MCU, and I've watched a good chunk of the animated DC Universe, because that's where it's at with DC.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But, I feel like that was really... Drop my phone again. Everything's just falling apart at the seams here.
Don't be hating on the Teen Titans. What would you do?
I feel like they did Raw really well. I have yet to see SmackDown. Sorry, guys, it's not on my sling, so I can't watch it. I didn't like Gotham. I thought there was good characterization on Gotham, but I feel like the people that wrote Gotham don't really understand the Batman lore that well. The whole point of they brought too many colorful villains in before there was a Batman, and the lore of Batman is the villains got more colorful because Batman was around and made them get there, therefore causing the trope of does Batman cause more harm than good. If the colorful villains are already there, then there's no debate on Batman's vigilante antics, so therefore I don't like it.
I never watched past season 1, so I got Gotham at its best probably, because you didn't really have, besides like Dollmaker, which could have existed without Batman,
right?
You didn't have anything colorful. Penguin was just starting, Season 1 was good.
Season 1 was good. Season 2 is when it went to garbage.
Gotcha. Thankfully, I stopped watching because of time and things.
Yeah. They had good characterization. All the guy playing Gordon, the guy playing Bullock, the guy playing Penguin, the guy playing Nick. All great characterization.
Batman Selena, Year 1 in a TV format, essentially.
Yeah. Without Batman.
The first season.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I watched Batman Year 1, the cartoon. It was basically Jim Gordon Year 1. It's like Batman who?
So. That's what made a good story. But gotta get back to the wrestling at hand here.
Rollins fought Adam Cole on Raw.
Yeah, good little match. Then we go to just kind of doing the breeze. We go to NXT. We go to NXT. And the Undisputed Era are attacked by the OC.
OC of all people.
And it is literally AJ Styles' first match in an NXT ring because he bypassed
all three of them.
All three of them, yeah. Which is amazing.
Yeah, it really is. So much agreement. It sounds so wrong.
Jedi, yeah, it is Jedi. Looks like he's in the inner circle.
Yeah. I'm fighting Cody
He just needs the spikes coming out of the jacket here.
Yeah.
Which also reminds me, it's been made official for Wrestle Kingdom, Tanahashi versus Jericho.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
So NXT really good. We get
Anything jump
other than the OC stuff, it's like just trying to kind of hit the big points because there's just so much to talk about, especially
Right.
when we get to AEW.
Yeah,
We're kind of becoming the AEW show.
I mean, it's not our fault. There's more going on there, right?
I take kind of the same opinion as a lot of other YouTubers, even though we have yet to cover Dynamite. NXT had better wrestling, but there was a lot more character development on AEW. But I give NXT credit for all these weeks of. This is the week. There was a lot of good. We're getting ready to get into Dynamite. They actually had the hot hand this week. They start off with a lot more. They came out guns a-blazing with a much, much hotter show and stuff that I feel that a lot more people wanted to see as compared to AEW.
Oh, another criticism on AEW. We'll take shots at everybody here. Their full gear card. I mean, they did not flesh that whole thing out. Like, it's announced, but are you excited for Riho versus Emi Sakura?
No.
Do you feel like that was built?
No, I don't feel that was built.
I'm not trying to be like.
But I feel that everything else was kind of. I'm not one. I want a built-up undercard. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of the opinion, I want matches to mean everything, this, that, and the other. But I also don't feel like you need, a bunch of deep stuff for the other matches. I feel that Cody and Jericho got the most attention, and it should. It's a world title match.
I agree.
I feel that, the story between Pac and Hangman and Kenny and Moxley kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
The tag match could have been built up a lot. The tag title three-way.
The tag title, but okay. They just
crowned it. They kind of just need to. They kind of just want to get on the card.
I was a little more critical of the women's just because I felt like it was kind of like, oh, you challenge for it, and it's like, well, that.
But what's funny is on the pre-show, and we'll be getting to the predictions soon, is a match that has been more well built up, which is Britt Baker and Beat
since
Priestley.
July or whatever. Yeah.
Since Fight for the Fallen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
What is it with 2019/2018 and women concussion storylines that are real life?
Kenny May cry down wrong with I need my big bro. Made me laugh with you stupid dick. He just needs to make me throw up next. Well, according to some haters that we know, if he wins the title up, he'll be throwing up. There'll be some people throwing up among all the cheers of what many experts and insiders are calling the best pure hero in professional wrestling right now, Cody Rhodes. What an interview. What a segment. That's the biggest thing to come out of Dynamite this was probably the best wrestling interview since CM Punk's pipe bomb.
Isn't that more Dustin's thing? Just going back to that comment, if you want someone to make you throw up, wouldn't that be more in Dustin's wheelhouse than Cody's?
Possibly.
I mean, look at the track record.
The artist formerly known as Goldust, people. Amazing interview.
Yeah.
This is
that's authority figure done right there.
Yeah.
I'd say.
It's wow. Oh, we got error message again. Everything okay, guys? Gosh damn it, what is the problem? I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if getting off my Wi-Fi helps.
Sure enough. I'm going to read the message because I'm nosy.
Yeah.
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, as such viewers will experience buffering. Are y'all experiencing buffering?
Michael buffering? Oh, let's hear it struggle!
We apologize if you are. YouTube's not receiving enough video for smooth
I don't
streaming.
understand why it's
Whatever
not.
that means.
I don't understand. It's YouTube.
What's funny is this is on such a delay, I just watched myself get up just now.
Yep.
Kind of weird.
It's
all right, so.
But,
Ray says good on his end, so
all right, thanks, Ray.
All right.
This is, I feel for this, that is the pipe bomb for this era. You know, because everybody kind of defined, you know, that point in time by the pipe, and then before that, you know, there was Austin interviews and
Yeah.
you know, The Rock, and then you had Flair. This is Cody's version of That's Hard Times.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen That's Hard
Yeah.
Times interview
Yeah.
from Dusty, this is the Cody version of that. Am I streaming from Xbox? No, I'm streaming from a laptop and a Logitech webcam. Yep. That is. This was to me proof that, you know, some people are gonna watch the show and they're gonna think I'm bad mouthing just them. I'm not. I'm kind of bad mouthing. I mean, bad mouthing may not even be the appropriate word. I'm kind of directing this at all the Cody haters out there. Is Cody Rhodes Kenny Omega in the ring, or Okada, or even someone like Seth Rollins or AJ Styles? No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not that level of an athlete. A great athlete, obviously, but he's not on that level.
Yeah. Lucha Brothers.
But he's not. No. But wrestling is much more than that, and I feel like, especially in this internet community, we lose sight of story. We get wrapped up in star ratings and big moves and everything like that. We forget that at the core, wrestling is telling a story. It's conveying emotions.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about AEW. They've got a variety.
Yes.
They've got all of the things somewhere on their card. Usually.
And I mean, obviously I love Kenny Omega. I have him right here on the wall. I have another autograph here. I have an autograph right here. I'm a Kenny Omega fan through and through. But for everybody,
he watches Being the Elite. So
yeah. For all the people that, you know, criticize Cody Rhodes for being on top and saying, you know, everything that he kind of said in his interview is true. He is the fans have made him the top hero in AEW, possibly in wrestling right now.
I mean,
you know, the AEW fan base is a fan base that will reject you if you're not what they want. You know, for everybody who's like,
Dark Order.
Yeah. Who lost again this week, so maybe they got the hint. But for everybody who, you know, is kind of taking the Cody's pushing himself, and he might be, I don't know. I don't know who's behind this idea. For everybody saying that it's Cody doing it, this could be the Young Bucks call going, Cody, you're the most popular guy on the roster. Why are you not challenging for the world title?
Riddle me this. Who else was going to challenge him right this second?
You know, Kenny. I mean, that's the only other thing is
that makes sense.
You know,
the way he's been going.
This fan base, you know, kind of thought the people that are fans of New Japan thought that we were going to get Kenny Omega Best Bout Machine in America.
Yep. And
now that we haven't gotten that, they're a little perturbed.
Mm-hmm. I have casual friends who are not impressed by Kenny Omega right now.
But on the flip side of everything, I could also see American wrestling fans would not want a 60-minute, 70-minute match.
Right.
American wrestling fans are not the Japanese wrestling fans.
As Zack Sabre Jr. clearly pointed out.
Yes. He's on a British style. He's on a completely different
level. It don't matter. It's the same. It's
the
same thing. The principle still applies to over here. We don't get foreign.
Does he really deserve it? Well, I'm saying he is the most popular guy in the company. The AEW fans, if they didn't want that, they could do what the fan base has been doing to Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and reject it. If when you heard the first part of that theme hit, if you heard boo, then you would know that this is not the right call. The fact that you're seeing the biggest reactions of the night from Cody Rhodes, and people are reacting to it in the proper way, then it means it's the right call.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like a football team. You could have the number one draft pick quarterback, but that you say like, oh, we're going to, he's our number one guy. He's the future of our company. He's this hot young prospect. But then when the recognizable free agent that made his name on another team hasn't thrown an interception yet, and you're undefeated, then why are you going to put him on the bench?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, yeah, you want to see this new guy with all the potential that just got drafted in the first round, but the guy that you also acquired is
right.
He's playing perfectly. So, I mean, I see the hate for Cody Rhodes. I see where this might rub people the wrong way. I can see where, from a perspective, it may seem hypocritical. But the problem is, the majority likes it. This isn't a Roman Reigns situation. It isn't a Seth Rollins situation where half the crowd's walking out on him. Right. It isn't Roman Reigns where he's getting mercilessly booed.
Yeah.
So why would you not let that happen?
By the way, to set the tone for SmackDown, the first thing on there looked to be Baron Corbin giving a speech, and they're going with the Baron Corbin versus Roman Reigns match for main event since they didn't get to do it last week. So, unless something happened really exciting in the middle, that pretty well set the whole tone for SmackDown right there. King Corbin opened the show. King Corbin versus Roman Reigns at the end.
I cannot think of a wrestling match that I care so little about.
Just think, last week we were deprived of that 5-star classic and instead had to suffer through Daniel Bryan versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship.
Baby.
Anyway, yeah.
Like I said, you literally, that statement is just, name the 2 wrestlers in wrestling now you care the least about. Like, only one notch above that's Jay White versus Will Ospreay. Like, that just...
Fair enough, I mean... Well, we can't all take Hulk Hogan's advice, right?
Yeah, but the thing is Cody did not suit New Japan at all. I mean, I feel he was better than what he was given credit for. But if you want to see New Japan Pro Wrestling, if that is your favorite style and you do not really want to see anything else, then I can see Cody is not the guy for you.
I like his work at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh yeah, I mean, everybody complained about him winning the IWGP US title, but the only reason he won that was so that way it could tell the story of Juice Robinson getting his due after being humiliated by Cody 2 years prior at Wrestle Kingdom in his first Tokyo Dome match. It was Juice's journey to
redemption.
He thought he'd redeem himself and then he'd fall. He thought he'd redeem and then he'd fall. He thought he'd redeem himself and then he'd fall. And then finally, in the Dome, he redeemed himself by conquering the man who embarrassed him 2 years earlier on what was his greatest stage at that point. Right. So it worked, but again, when you want to see Okada, Tanahashi, Ibushi, Naito, Kenny Omega, maybe Cody Rhodes isn't for you. In Japan,
I imagine Cody Rhodes.
It translates a little different here in the United States.
Well, AEW is specifically.
One day you'll learn it. No, honestly, no, Daniel. I will never embrace Jay White. Jay White, as I off camera went on a rant about with Jay White. Jay White is a lot of Cody haters on Reddit. Yeah, that's true. On Reddit and various message boards say that Jay White is, condemn the use of an average person in AEW like Cody Rhodes.
Hey, WWE didn't know how to book his Dusty Son either, so I mean, just saying.
they condemn the use of Cody Rhodes, yet they'll praise Jay White
Yeah.
because, oh my God, he's such a good villain. Always getting reaction. That's what you want. It's like you condemn the use
So
of Cody
Baron
Rhodes.
Corbin.
You condemn people liking good wrestlers in WWE. Some of them that are well known for being good wrestlers, but you say Jay White like. I said it's the comparison of you tell me that I'm stupid for liking Superman, but you thought Captain Marvel was one of the top 10 greatest movies of all time, or superhero movies of all time. It's kind of like it's a similar frustration for that. He's a good wrestler. I'm not going to say he doesn't have his place in New Japan, but he's, to me, with the talent around him, he's not a top guy, and fanboys and fangirls can ruin anything.
Yeah. Man, you ain't kidding.
And I go on Reddit and I see people go like, why would you want to watch?
Oh man.
Why would you want to watch Seth Rollins? Why would you want to watch Kevin Owens? Why would you want to watch a not New Japan AJ Styles and then tell me that Jay White's good? Tell me that Jay White needs to be in the main event at Wrestle Kingdom? Please. Please. That would be like saying that Dolph Ziggler should main event WrestleMania. And I like Dolph Ziggler.
Poor Dolph.
But he shouldn't be main eventing WrestleMania. Good work. Just he's kind of, to me, middle of the pack. Sorry, I'm not sorry. He's a middle of the pack guy. He's got his role. He should be U.S. or never openweight champion. He should not be involved in this double title dilemma. No. And he should never ever been IWGP Heavyweight Champion. For a title that prides itself on, even some of our legends don't get to hold this title, for him to just kind of have it with his ability and for his reign, please.
I'm mostly keeping my mouth shut because I haven't seen enough Jay White to really go. Cody's promo was the highlight of the AEW show. Should we just jump into the?
Let's just go into predictions and we'll call it a night.
I saw somebody said SmackDown was awful, and I'm not surprised based on credit where credit's due. Daniel.
He
SmackDown was a dumpster fire.
You're right. He got too much too soon. I feel like if he would have had, you're right, another 3 to 5 years to develop. Right now, like him beating Okada and Tanahashi in the G1 Climax tournament, I feel like was a good decision. Him beating Okada at Wrestle Kingdom and then going on to beat Tanahashi for the title, I feel was a bad idea. I feel that was the New Japan version of too much too soon, and yeah, just if he would have had another couple years to build to that level. Another couple of years to really establish himself as a leader of the Bullet Club. Now he just feels like a weak leader of the Bullet Club, too. The Bullet Club does not feel special with him in charge.
That's not a nice thing to call Becky Lynch. She's not a donkey.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. All right, let's get to these predictions.
Before he throws me out. Let's see. What? Be prepared ahead of time and have these pulled up in tabs. No, that's all right. I don't need to do that. Of course not.
Well, he's IC champion now, but
what are you talking about?
Well, I understand the logic. It just didn't fucking work, and it's just not a right call. He doesn't connect with the audience. He's not as good in the ring as Kenny Omega, nor does he have that factor that he doesn't have the charisma of Kenny Omega. That's like...
There's only 8 matches on the card.
Yeah.
It seemed a little thin.
Mm-hmm. And the main reason that I didn't like it is rather than have Tanahashi just carry that belt into the Garden, and I'll see Okada and Jay was a great match in the Garden, a great main event. But just imagine how much better it would have been if the greatest rivalry in the last 10 years in New Japan, Tanahashi and Okada could have main event at the Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been that much better.
Yeah.
Especially because they put more marketing behind that than they did the G1 night in Dallas where they didn't draw shit. Putting that in front of a real wrestling crowd in the Garden, worldwide fans coming from everywhere, oh fuck yeah. That'd have been a great match. Yeah. But instead we got somebody who got too much too soon and
Hey, but Ring of Honor contributed to that show too, so
mm-hmm.
By comparison.
mm-hmm. All right,
so we'll start with the pre-show, which has one match on it. So I guess there's going to be a lot of problems.
Daniel, I want that to happen. Don't get me wrong. I want that to happen more than anything. Naito's my favorite in New Japan, but I'm going to quote Hawkeye from Endgame. Don't do that. Don't give me hope. Naito seems to be the tragic character that never reaches the mountaintop, and don't do that. Don't give me hope. Yeah. Let's get to these predictions because.
All right. Because
we'll get sidetracked because ADHD is real.
Right, and we have work tomorrow, so sleep is a thing that exists. Mm-hmm. Bea Priestley versus Britt Baker in a grudge feud that's been building since Fight for the Fallen.
I think I'm gonna go
singles match.
I'm gonna go Britt Baker, even though I like her, but I've kind of been a little bit underwhelmed by her last couple outings. I still feel like she's gonna be be one of the future of the division, other than Rio. So I'm going Britt Baker.
I think I'm gonna have to too. If Bea won, then I would see her probably getting on a hot streak to be the next challenger for Rio.
I could see that happening. I could see Bea winning and then being Rio's next challenger. But I feel like Britt. There's just too much. There's too much behind Britt Baker for as much as underwhelming as she is in the ring. I shouldn't say she is, as she has been the last couple times I've seen her in the ring. How can you not get on board with a character and person like that? She's a good wrestler who's a legitimate dentist, and that story is it's a good, marketable story to put out there.
And she's not dynamite on the mic, but she's decent. I mean, she's real anyway. I mean, we can say that about everybody because they're not being scripted to the nines, but
What's funny is Naito is the same age as Ibushi. They're both almost 40. Think about
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane.
I saw something. See, that's why we get off these tangents.
At 31, I feel really old and out of shape now.
It said Finn Balor now is as old as what Earthquake was when they brought him back to the WWF to play Golga.
Oh, jeez.
That's Finn Balor's age now.
Wow.
Anyway, let's get back to these predictions.
Not to look in the mirror anytime soon. Okay. So anyway, that's the pre-show match out of the way. So now I'll just go from the bottom up.
He did, but I want the LIJ roll call at the end of the Tokyo Dome, but I don't see it happening because Gato seems to think that having Okada stomp on our dreams is a good thing.
If I could have abs like Balor just once.
If I could have abs like.
Well, yeah. If I could have abs.
If I could have abs like one of the Jackson brothers, or yeah.
I think abs like Rusev would be an improvement.
Yeah, I'd take abs like Rusev.
Anyway, so Joey Janela versus Shawn Spears with Tully in his corner, of course, in a singles match. I'm gonna go with Shawn Spears.
I feel like Shawn Spears needs to win. But I guess I'm just going to be different. I'm going to go Janela just because I feel like they're gonna get him a win somewhere, and I feel like the one place where AEW severely dropped the ball has been Spears and Tully.
Yeah.
And I feel like the ball will continue to be dropped.
Well, I mean, to their credit, on AEW Dark the last week, they let him destroy
Michael Nakazawa.
Thank you. And then Brandon Cutler, D&D Jobber Extraordinaire.
Yeah, I'm trying not to, I guess, it's kind of hard for me not to think like it's a WWE show.
What about our poor friend MJF? He has not had a match in like
yeah, I know, right?
3 weeks.
I know, right? But someone has leaked footage of him from the StarCast convention and his meet and greets that cost $150. No direct eye contact allowed, no touching, and it's entertaining. I wouldn't pay for it myself, but I wouldn't want to pay for it myself. I just like to be a fly on the wall for everyone else's.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. But I'm gonna go Joey Janela just because I feel like they're gonna. I feel like
drop the ball more with Sean Spears.
I want to say jump on more with Sean Spears, but maybe it's a bigger story. Okay. But you never know.
Fair enough. So we have a 3-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship as the new champions SoCal Uncensored. Frank Kazarian and Sky at this point is who they're saying they're holding it, but I don't know. Is it
no, it's official
style? Okay.
I don't think so. They haven't. If it is, they have not said it canonically yet.
Fair enough. It needs to be those two. I mean, just my opinion.
Yeah, it's too soon to change the belts now.
Yeah.
I'm going SCU as well.
Yeah. Oh, they're fighting the Lucha Brothers in Private Party. I probably should have said that. So it's 3 teams, but.
SCU.
Yeah, I don't think SCU's losing just yet.
I'm going with them, and they're retaining.
Speaking of championship matches, singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship as Riho takes on her mentor Emi Sakura. I am also going with Riho.
I'm going with Riho in this
one. I think Sakura is winning. That's heart and head there.
Yeah.
Adam Page versus Pac in a singles match.
I'm going with Pac because on BT it's kind of Hangman's going in like kind of a downward spiral. I feel like I feel like him once again failing in a big match on pay-per-view against a big opponent will continue that storyline.
Right. And Pac, I mean, he's still undefeated in singles competition.
Yes.
He was pinned in a tag match.
And I also want to point this out, that back to Cody's promo, he said when the Elite take on the Inner Circle, it will be a match beyond. Now, in case you forgot, I guess because WWE's got rid of War Games used to be called the Match Beyond.
And they
so that kind of made me get really excited.
That makes sense because they can't use the name War Games. Gotcha. All right. So speaking of the Elite and the Inner Circle, Young Bucks take on Santana and Ortiz in a tag match.
I am going with Santana Ortiz.
I am as well.
I feel like the Young Bucks could lose every match for the next year, and then when they get the one right win, they're going to be right back to where they were.
I feel like Santana and Ortiz need it more right now.
I agree.
To establish the Inner Circle. Just because Cody's match is so important, I'm going to jump up to the non-sanctioned Lights Out match.
I feel like that'll still be the main event, though.
I agree.
I feel like
do you want to do that one last? Or
we'll do the Cody match. We'll do the World Title match now.
Okay, so you want to go to
we'll go do that
first? Okay.
Yeah, we'll do
singles match for the AEW World Championship. If Cody loses, he will never challenge for the AEW World Championship again. Never again. Not just while Chris
I'm going to go with this because even though part of me says it shouldn't happen, I'm going to go with this because, one, I was so fucking pumped up after watching that interview. And two, I want this to be tears of haters next week and not water. I'm going Cody, the top hero in professional wrestling today, to be the AEW champion. Maybe just a quick one. Maybe just to kind of transition like his dad used to do. But I'm going Cody. Because I feel like they're going to have a villainous wrestler. Maybe one that's kind of a bastard.
Right.
Gotcha. And here in the very, very near future. Take the title from Cody. Or as world champion, and you kind of need the kind of need the belt on someone else to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I'm going Cody.
Gotcha. I am totally going the opposite way and saying Jericho shouldn't be losing it this soon. So
I do.
I know you do. I know.
I
I'm
kind
just
of
going
agree,
all
but
in on that.
I kind of feel like that's what they're doing.
On the flip side, if Cody can never challenge for it again, that silence is part of the criticism there.
That is true. That's true too.
So
This
I'm
is
just,
one that
I'm just
could,
going to the other side of the coin.
yeah, this is one that literally could go either way, but I'm
Yep.
going Cody.
And then we got.
Now, actually, I believe Daniel. I believe that there is judges and there must be a winner.
There is, yeah. This is like a panel of 3 judges.
There'll be a panel of 3 judges in case it goes to a time limit draw. It's pretty much there must be a winner.
Yeah, we won't have none of that Hell in a Cell finish stuff going on.
Yeah.
Just so they could go to Saudi Arabia and do the same thing without the stoppage. Anyway.
At least the Fiend won.
He did. I did go back and watch that match.
I watched it on YouTube as to not. So I felt a little bit better because I wasn't supporting the Saudi show. I was pirating it.
Gotcha. I also watched the other week the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship match. Really like the Kabuki Warriors as a heel team, or a villain team. Sorry, it slips. It happens.
It slips in our lexicon for too long.
Yeah.
What might be the main event?
I say heel because there was a lot of kicks, you know.
Yes. All right, let's finish this up.
All right. So what will probably be the main event by definition, because non-sanction lights out matches happen after the show is over.
Yep.
Air quotes. Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. It will not count in the win-loss record because it is non-sanctioned. Which pissed one of them off? Or didn't care? Was it Moxley that was pissed off?
I feel like this other one can go either way. I feel it's going to be crazy. You know they've been teasing the barbed wire bat versus the barbed wire broom.
Yes.
I am going to go Jon Moxley.
Because bats beat brooms, yeah.
Yeah. Because bats beat brooms, but also because it's going to be one of those, like, they'll be able to, I feel like on Dynamite later, go, okay, you beat me in a lights out match. Let's have one more. Let's make this one count, and then Kenny will get his win back.
Gotcha.
I feel like Moxley will win this one where it don't count.
You mean Moxley's territory?
Yeah, Moxley will win his territory when it don't count.
Yeah.
And then Kenny will get his win back when it does, possibly to after a villainous bastard has taken the title from the beloved hero, and kind of set up that program down the road.
Gotcha.
What say you?
I feel like Moxley is going to win in his element, to be honest. I know
Yep.
there's not a lot of disagreement here, but I mean, yeah, it does seem like Moxley would be the one to take this victory. Of course, it's at AEW Tag Team Tournament's anything to go by. I might be completely wrong. We might both be completely wrong pretty quick.
But those are our predictions. Speaking of predictions, we're running a contest right now, another contest. Be sure to post all of your predictions on one of the social medias.
8 whole matches.
8 matches. To enter, you have to tweet at me, post it on my Facebook page, or post it on Instagram, on the Instagram post. All of your predictions and all title matches. Be sure to specify if you think that the title will change hands.
Once again, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, right?
Yes.
So don't be commenting on.
No comments here. Those don't count.
Just clarifying in case we blew
Yes.
by that too fast for people.
Yes.
And the cutoff time.
And the cutoff time is
The pay-per-view is tomorrow.
pay-per-view tomorrow. It is noon Central Standard Time. That's 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific. It's just for all of our fans here in the United States.
Right.
That is the cutoff time for this contest. You get
13 hours.
Yeah. You get 1 point for every correct prediction, 2 points for a title match because you got to also predict whether or not the title switches hands or not. And
Gotcha.
we will, if someone wins outright, if we have a clear, standings with points, then we will draw first, second, and third prize next week. on the show. If there's a tie, we will draw names for subsequently. Third prize is going to be one comic book. One comic book. Second prize is going to be a comic book and a figure. Third prize is going to be a comic book and a random t-shirt from a Pro Wrestling Tees grab bag. And if we do not have your t-shirt size, you can opt for double comics and double figures. So that is the prizes. Be sure to get your entries in before 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. That will seamlessly transition into this next shill. To do that, you have to post my social media. Go post it on my Instagram at AthleticGeek89. Tweet at me on Twitter, Athletic_Geek89, or post it. Post it on my Facebook page, facebook.com/AthleticGeek89. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, give it a share. Subscribe for more content, not just from the world of pro wrestling, but from the world of comic books, anime, gaming, and all things geek culture. Oh, Daniel. Yeah, that would be bad.
mean,
it could happen, though.
You know,
not really.
Like,
Jedi?
Too far off what they do anyway.
Yeah. Jedi, no social media because he got kids, don't have time for that. But if you have a message for him, just shoot on my socials. He will get it and respond in due time.
That's right.
But for Jedi Jason Kruger, I am the Athletic Geek. We are just two marks, and we're out. Have a good one.
Have a great week, everybody.